Quick, open the door. You sure you got this figured right? Oh, we're not going to put it on low. Work period starts in only 20 minutes. 20 minutes is a long time in this thing.
Rough her up, but that's what we want, isn't it?
Oh, what was that? What? I thought I heard someone coming. She's starting to give me the jitters. Oh, there'll be curtains if anyone sees us.
No one's gonna see us. All right? Now go and keep Nip while I tie her up. Well, go on. What if she comes too?
This is really going to fix that Connors bitch, eh? They're not going to be able to prove she done it, though.
Everyone knows she's been out to get the freak. We got an alibi. Who else is there?
Won't kill her, will it?
No way.
But she's going to have a hell of a suntan, though.
What if they put off the work period? Who's going to get the freak out of the dryer? Stop worrying. Don't tell me to stop worrying. I'm not copping no murder rap. You got me into that already, remember?
Look, there's no way they can pin it on us. No way. Back to the work area.
Joan!
Stand back. Egbert, get help quickly. Get Sister Hall. Anything we can do, Mrs. Slattery? I think you've done enough damage, Kelly. Go to your cell. What for? I was only
Do
trying
as
to...
you're told.
Bloody no.
You should. No one could have seen us.
Hey, Jess, get here. Sign that note.
Somebody's got it in for you, Kelly. Says you put the freak in the dryer.
I told you.
Should have known you'd stuck the job up. It wasn't me. How are you going to prove it? Cover for me. I'll make it with you, right? Kelly! I'm sorry. This will hurt a little at first.
Oh, it's all right.
The sedative will take effect in a few minutes. You'll probably feel like dozing off.
Oh, I don't want to sleep.
You have to relax. You've been through quite an ordeal.
Wish I could remember what happened. I was walking along the corridor on my way to the laundry. Then I got hit and I just don't remember anything else.
Well, you're lucky that dryer was put on low. You could have died if you'd been in there much longer.
Yeah, real lucky.
Well, I'm sure they'll find the woman who did it.
Oh, she'll be found all right.
You think she'll be all right?
Well, she's weak, but with some rest, she'll be fine. I'd like her to stay here for the afternoon.
Yes, I think that'd be for the best.
Feeling better already. No need to stay in here.
Joan, Sister Hall doesn't want you to go home to an empty house. You may not be as strong as you think you are.
I don't want to go home. I'll be able to go back on duty as soon as these tablets wear
You'll
off.
do no such thing. You'll rest here for the afternoon and then you'll go home.
Yes, but it's...
We have everything under control. Now, I've already questioned Kelly. She has an alibi for the time it happened. Patterson and Jenkins are backing up her story.
I never thought it was Kelly anyway. Connors has had it in for me ever since she arrived.
Yes, well, I'll be questioning her along with anyone else who could have been involved.
Save a lot of time if you go straight to Connors. There's no mystery about it.
You didn't see her attack you.
I didn't have to. The bitch is trouble. I've said so from the start.
Yes, well, we'll see. One thing does puzzle me, Joan. Who pulled you out of the dryer? Now, that person probably saved your life. Who do you think that could be?
Are you all right? Real good.
Old Mother Morris heavy.
No, we had a real nice chat.
Come here, Patterson.
Do you want me to start folding straight away?
Come here. The rest of you do some bloody work.
Well, what'd you decide?
Oh, nothing much. We talked about where she go on a holiday, you know.
You know what I mean.
Fool him. Don't worry, I'll cover for her. A deal's a deal. I can always remember you and Rich were out the room for a few minutes. Huh. Make the freaks Dave know it was you who tried to roast her alive.
You stick to your story.
You stick to the deal.
What did you tell her we'd give her the $100 for? Where the hell are we going to get it?
I had to tell her something. Shoving out $100 is better than having the freak coming after us.
Reckon you're next on the interrogation list, eh?
Big deal. I ain't done nothing. I wish I'd been there to see it, though. Old Ferguson getting tumbled. Biggest thrill she'd had in years.
Yeah, well, I don't think it's so funny. She's going to make life hell for the rest of us.
Oh, what can she do?
You don't know her like we do. She'll tear this place apart till she finds out who did it, and she'll bash anyone who gets in her way.
Lurch, take over for me, will you?
What are you lot staring at? I just feel like a bit of a walk, that's all.
Feeling jumpy, are you?
The one should be feeling jumpy. I'm in the clear. I don't want no trouble. We're working together, remember? I've got no reason to try and kill you.
Oh, I wouldn't put anything past you, Kelly.
I've come to help you. Now we got rid of the governor, we've got to stick together. We can really get things working around here now, eh?
You help me?
Well, you want to know who's stuck in the dryer, right? Well, that Connors bitch has been out to get you ever since she first laid eyes on you. She's the only one could have done it. I checked out where everyone else was.
Well, where was Connors?
No one knows. Dragging you into the dryer by the looks of it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Like I said, we've got to stick together. That bitch Connors is a real pain in the butt. I want to see she gets what's coming to her.
Bit too tough for you, is she, Kelly?
I'm not the one she tried to knock off. She might get you next time.
She won't get another chance, will she?
So you reckon it's her then?
Just thank your lucky stars that I don't think it's you, Kelly. Would have been the last thing you ever did.
Well, just as well we're on the same side then, eh?
Just you keep an eye on Connors. I don't want anything to happen to her till I get out of here.
Sure, Miss Ferguson.
Well, you said yourself that she'd been in the dryer for 20 minutes. I mean, she must have been in there way before I went inside.
That's not to say you didn't go back to the laundry and let her out.
Hey, now wait a minute, okay? I'm saying I didn't put her in the dryer. But there's no way I took her out, so you're not going to try and pin that on me. I've got some pride.
You realised that she'd be dead if she were left there any longer, so you made an excuse so you could get back to the laundry.
If it had been me, I'd have left the bitch to roast.
I think we should have a little talk, Connors.
You lay a hand on me, I'll take you apart.
Oh, there's more ways than one to skin a cat.
You know I could beat you, don't you?
Don't push it, Connors. Let's just say it's not in my best interests to be caught brawling. But of course that could change, and then...
Any time, Miss Ferguson.
And then I'd wipe that smug smile right off your face. You can count on it.
Were these, amongst the women, that was the best tumble you'd had in years. Even better than with, what was the name they said?
Terry. That's right.
How is your girlfriend these days?
You're gonna be very sorry, Connors.
You gutless wonder. Bye-bye.
Well, you took your time.
I couldn't get dressed. Somebody took my clothes while I was in the shower.
Yes, I took them.
Well, I don't understand.
Procedure. They're being searched along with your belongings. You'll get fresh ones in a minute.
Search? What for? I empty
You
my
wouldn't
pockets.
be the first person to try and smuggle in money or drugs.
Drugs?
Yes, that's right, drugs. Now drop the towel.
Oh, no, please.
It's called a body search.
No, I'm not hiding anything. I'm not in here for drugs. That's not why I'm in here.
I know why you're here. Now drop the towel, or are you waiting for me to warm my hands? Taking the day off, are we, Connors? Decided not to work.
You gotta be joking. I've been on the throne all morning. The throne, the bog, you know. You don't want me to say I've been powdering my nose, do you?
I see. Sick, are we?
You got it too. I reckon it's the food.
Keep pushing your luck, Connors. I could have you on a charge for just being here. You know that, don't you?
Well, you better hurry up. Because the minute you came round the corner, I got this sudden urge to go again.
Oh, no. Not now. I'm going to save you for the big one. At last I've got something to look forward to. Job satisfaction has taken on a whole new meaning. What's going on?
One of Connor's bikie friends dropped in with a leather jacket.
Wouldn't take no for an answer. We told him she couldn't have visitors. You should have heard the performance.
Don't waste your time. He wouldn't sign in.
Oh, couldn't more likely. Ha! Yeah, honestly, he looked like a reject from a fur factory.
Would you like me to give it to her?
I know what I'd like to do with it.
Just leave it in her cell. We're not going to be running around after her sort.
Give it to me. I'll drop it in on my way to C Block.
You should have seen the way he handled it. It was like something precious.
Yeah, they're funny like that.
I don't reckon that washing powder's any good either. I mean, check this. Vivid grey.
Should be doing TV commercials, Connor.
Oh, g'day, Miss Ferguson. Getting your fair share?
Your jacket's arrived. It's in your cell.
Beauty! Back in a minute, girls.
Not until you've finished unloading that dryer.
It'll only take
You
a minute.
heard me. The dryer.
You heard me. The dryer. No, I'm too feminine. That's my trouble.
Right on cue, Connors.
It's all on my skin. What of it?
Skin. Oh, you mean this?
Okay, I'll bite. What's going on?
Now, Connors, it's a funny thing about this job. It ruins your sense of humour.
Give me the jacket, Ferguson.
I've tried to see the funny side of you putting me in that dryer.
The jacket. I didn't do it.
Oh, yes, you did. And I said you'd be sorry.
You're not using your head, Ferguson. Someone must have seen it brought in. You've got to give it to me.
Right.
You stinking slag!
Don't thank me yet, Connors. I haven't finished.
You're big! Give it to me! You're big! I have! Give it to me! You stinking bitch! When the Congress get hold of you, they're gonna do that to your face!
What the hell's the racket? We couldn't hear it in the gov's office.
I was just about to have a look
You
myself.
stay on the phones. Mrs. Morris wants an answer right away.
Give me that!
When I'm finished!
You bitch! You cow!
Connors causing more trouble.
I'll tell you!
What happened?
What does it look like it's happened? She's just ripped my bloody jacket to shreds!
Oh, that's the way you wanted it to look, is it? Oh, she couldn't wait to have another go at me.
You lying bitch!
Now, calm down. You're just making things worse for yourself.
Look in her pocket. She's just stuffed the razor in her pocket.
Oh, you're pathetic, Connors. Better get her to a cell. I'll have Davis give you some help. She's obviously dangerous.
Bloody hell! She's stringing you along, you stupid moron! Search her! Look. She had my jacket in this.
Now, that's enough. Any more and you'll find yourself in solitary.
It's not that easy to frame an officer, Connors.
No one cuts up my club colours and gets away with it! Do you hear me, Ferguson? No one! I'll put you through. What was all that carry-on?
Connors again. She tried to pin that on me.
What is it?
Her precious jacket.
She got it up herself?
Yep. Listen, Pat needs a bit of a hand. Davis is in the staff room. Put a call through to her, will you?
I've just put a call through to her. Line's busy.
Oh, all right. Well, look, I'll take over here. You go and help Pat.
All right.
Connors won't give you any trouble. It's me she's after.
Prisoners like her made me wish I'd kept up my judo classes. I just think it odd that she would destroy the very thing that she's been protecting ever since she got here.
Oh, I would have thought that was obvious. I mean, to make it all the more convincing. Unfortunately, it seems to be working.
Yes, well, I won't be drawing any conclusions until I've investigated the matter fully.
And I'll have Connors brought to you right away.
No. I'll see her in a cell. I don't want her in here if she decides to cause trouble.
Look, I know that my record shows some, well, occasional lapses in the past. But I just want you to know that if the department decide to appoint you as permanent governor, and I'm sure they will, you'll have my full support.
Thank you. However, I insist on you being searched for your own protection.
Well, is that necessary? I
Well,
hardly
if
think
you
it's-
want to prove your innocence, I'll have Mrs. Brown take care of it whilst I talk to Connors. Fine.
Hey, why don't I just take them out of your way? I mean,
Just
I never
stand
was much
back.
for keeping the place clean.
Connors, I think you've got some explaining to do. Well, as it turned out, you were right. But you do understand why you were searched?
Of course. I would have done the same thing myself. I take it she admitted to everything.
Well, not in as many words, but she was obviously worried whilst we searched the cell.
Worry?
Certainly wasn't a very clever place to hide it.
Yes, well, Connors doesn't exactly fit into the Einstein category.
Well, it is her first time in a high-security prison. She probably thought she could get away with it. Well, I better make out the report. I think we can consider the matter closed.
Well, not quite. I mean, if she's capable of having a scalpel smuggled in, then she could have had other contraband brought in with it.
Oh, we would have found something if she had.
You can't be too sure.
Fair enough. I'll see to it as soon as I've done this report.
It's my report.
Fine, just leave it on the desk, will you, Joan?
Have you decided on a punishment yet?
No, not yet. Solitary certainly doesn't seem to worry you.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more.
Really?
Well, as you so correctly pointed out, the trauma of having destroyed her own jacket was probably quite enough.
All right. What's going on?
Going on?
Oh, come on, Joan. I know you better than that.
As well as you yourself know, when you're faced with death, you reconsider things, your priorities, things that really matter. Now, I know that I've probably got quite a way to go yet, but I'd like to think that I've changed just a little for the better. Revenge really isn't very important.
You're right. Well, I'm sure that attitude will help our working relationship.
Oh, I hope so. Because, you see, I was planning on asking you to recommend me for the deputy's job.
I think we better let Connors know what we're doing.
I passed her on her way back from the kitchen with the skip. Didn't even spare me a hidey-hi or a bidey-bye.
Just wiggled her hips at you, did she?
And the rest. Yeah, what I can't understand is how somebody like
Did you
that
get those stock figures from Mervyn, Pat?
I've already phoned them through to the department.
Fine. I'll be seeing Connors with Joan if anyone calls.
Oh, actually, I've still got a few roster problems here that need a bit of juggling. Maybe Pat could go with you if you wouldn't mind.
Pat?
Oh, righto.
Oh, Joan, you haven't got last week's timesheets over there, have you? I can't find them anywhere.
No, maybe they're still in the governor's office.
Mind me having a look anyway? I could have sworn I left them over here.
Look, I've just told you they're not here.
I don't want to take the blame if no one gets paid. Ah, here they are.
Oh, sorry, I must have missed them.
That's okay.
Oh, God, any fatter, you'd be anorexic.
Move it, Connors!
Sure, Miss Ferguson. Hey, in case I don't see you before you go, have a good night.
What's that supposed to mean?
Just being friendly. Geez, you're not going to slap a charge on me for wishing you a good night, are you? Got a dozen witnesses who swear I never laid a lip on you. Right, girls?
You're treading a fine line, Connors. Right, Kelly, what's going on?
What do you mean?
Connors, what you up to?
How the hell am I supposed to know? With me hands hurting, can I go and get an aspirin or something for it?
I hurt a hell of a lot more if you don't do what I say. Now, you're only top dog because I say so. I can just as easily turf you out.
What do you want to know?
Connors is planning something. What is it?
But she's not going to tell me.
No buts, Kelly. Either you get me some answers or you get yourself a new job.
Look, maybe in the future it'd be better if it was just the two of us. I mean, we can't have no...
Lurch stays in.
You can't be serious. You just foul things up again.
Well, out.
We were just...
I said out, and you know how I hate repeating myself. Right, Kelly, what have you got to tell me?
Nothing, Miss Ferguson.
I didn't come here to hear you say nothing. Now give me an answer I can use.
I'm not kidding. It's just some idea she dreamed up to get you scared. She was boasting to some shooter in B block that she could put the wind up you any time she wanted to.
You better be telling me the truth, Kelly.
No,
'cause if
bull,
you-
I heard it with my own ears.
Should have known she was all bluff. Well, if that's all she can come up with, I reckon we can all sleep quite peacefully.
Is that her slasher? That's her, all right.
Who's there? Is this some kind of joke?
It's no joke, Ferguson.
Thank you, Doctor. Joan? Joan, I think you better go and get some rest. I mean, you heard what the doctor said.
They couldn't have hurt me much more, could they?
Have you any idea who it was?
Connor's mates.
Are you sure?
They had stockings over their faces, but it was them. I know it was them.
How could you have known? I mean, what do the police think?
She said I'd pay. She said I'd...
It's all right, Joan. I think you better go to bed.
Yeah, I'm tired. Sorry.
Joan, would you like me to stay a while?
Yes, I'd appreciate that. Thank you.
And this is from a friend of mine, you bitch.
Sorry, I couldn't sleep. I thought you'd have gone by now anyway.
Oh, no, I said I'd stay.
Well, I won't keep you any longer.
Feeling better?
Look, I'm sorry. I really do appreciate you coming over. And thank you for tidying up.
Oh, it's the least I could do. I'm sorry, I think those things in the carton are beyond repair.
Yes.
Senseless act.
Don't think Connors would agree with you.
Joan, I know you're terribly upset, especially about the ruined portrait. But just leave Connors to me.
Yeah. What'll she get? Lose a few privileges, a day in the pound?
We don't have proof it was her, Joan. I mean, she couldn't make contact for a start.
Anybody could have got a message out for
Yes,
us.
that's possible.
Look, it was her mob. And I hope they throw the book at him.
It's not going to happen, Joan. Not at the moment, anyway.
What do you mean?
The police called back. All the conquerors have alibis.
So?
I'm sorry.
Yeah, well, you save your sympathy for Connors because she's going to need it.
You listen to me, Joan. I may be only acting, Governor, but it still gives me the power to suspend you from duty if you so much as touch a hair of her head. Now, I said I'd take care of it, and I will.
Yeah.
Surely the police were able to do something.
No, nothing. Oh, it's not their fault, I suppose. All of a sudden, they were solid citizens with airtight alibis. Everything from woodwork classes to Bible readings.
Oh, you're not serious.
Yeah, it seems bikies aren't what they used to be.
Are you feeling any better?
I'll be a lot better when I can get back to work.
Joan, if you're talking about Connors, leave it alone. They've done a full cell search and we found out what happened. Now, you are not to go near her.
What happened? What are you talking about?
Moran called special operations in. They found a CB radio in Barbie Cox's cell. She was hiding it for him.
Oh, so that's how she did it. Well, top marks to Moran, eh? Listen, what do we know about him?
Not much. Army background.
Oh, good. Sounds like he's the sort of person we need.
He's tough, Joan. If you go near Connors, he'll come down on you just as hard as he does the inmates.
Yes, well, Connors isn't the only one I have to deal with.
Pardon?
Oh, nothing. Don't worry. I won't touch Connors.
Joan?
Who is it?
Me.
Oh. Come in. Bit late to be visiting, isn't it?
Last time I was here, Joan, you said something about making those bikies pay.
Did I?
Yes. Now, what exactly did you mean?
Look, you're not making much sense.
Where have you been tonight?
Nowhere. I've just been cleaning
Did you
up.
see the late news?
No. Would you tell me what this is all about?
Someone set fire to a building, and the building belonged to the bikies.
And you think it was me?
Wasn't it?
Oh, come on. I've got more to do with my time than going around burning garages.
I didn't say it was a garage.
Yeah, all right. I did see the news. And frankly, if someone gave those mongrels a bit of what they deserve, then good. But it wasn't me. If you want to think otherwise, that's up to you.
All right, Joan, you have it your own way. But if I were you, I'd hope Connors and her friends don't put 2 and 2 together, because it won't just be your house they'll tear apart next time.
Oh, the new governor wanted to see you as soon as you got in.
All right.
Had a real treat in store for you. A right little dynamo, our Governor Moran.
So I gather.
Where he thinks the manpower's coming from for all this tighter security. He wants regular dog patrols, searches, checks of the work areas. As if we haven't got enough to do without all that.
Yeah, I can see you're flat out. Frankly, from what I've heard, he sounds exactly the sort of governor this place needs.
I knew you'd say that. Hello, I know him. That's Connor's boyfriend, isn't it?
Yeah, so it is.
Come.
Mr. Moran, I'm Joan Ferguson. You asked to see me.
Yes, come in, come in. Take a seat.
Thank you.
Unfortunate incident last night.
Yes.
You weren't hurt?
No, just some damaged furniture and personal effects.
Seems this attack on you may have some involvement from Connors.
Oh, I'm sure of it. Proving it's another thing.
Strong case for compensation. You put in an application?
Well, no, I hadn't had much time to think about that.
Do it. I'll make sure it's processed quickly.
Thank you, Mr. Moran. I understand you've made a few changes.
If you mean in the way things are run around here, yes, I have. Is that a problem for you?
Oh, certainly not. If what I hear is true, then I'm in full agreement.
Nice to know someone is.
Well, they're a spineless bunch around here. They go to water as soon as you show them who's boss.
The officers or the prisoners?
Take your pick. They all need smartening up.
I take it you're no great admirer of the Reynolds approach.
Want me to be honest?
Yes.
I have been trying for years to bring in the sort of measures that you've brought in. Now, I suppose Reynolds meant well, but the fact is she's a hopeless idealist, and the prisoners took advantage of it. Oh, there was no discipline, security was sloppy, but... Well, then obviously you've seen all that for yourself.
Must have been frustrating for you.
As long as she was governor, she was entitled to run things the way she saw fit, whether I agree with her or not. Let's just say that I'm glad you're here. Do you mind if I say something else?
Not at all.
Well, I feel I must warn you, there is another area where you might meet some resistance. Morris.
Meg Morris.
Another idealist. Hopelessly soft on the prisoners. Of course, I'm not saying that she might use her position as deputy to obstruct your policies.
I see.
Well, it's just a thought that it seems a shame you don't have a deputy whose thinking is more in line with your own.
Does that mean you'd be interested in the position?
Certainly, if it was available. Well, I have the experience, the qualifications.
You've also got quite a few black marks on your record. Involvement with contraband, suspected of bashing prisoners.
True, it was never proved.
No doubt why the file said suspected. Still, I'm glad we had this little chat. It's interesting to know you have aspirations for the deputyship, and even higher.
I make no apologies for the way I treat the women. It's the only way to get respect from them. Look, the way Reynolds was going...
Forget Reynolds. Let's talk about now. Discipline and authority will be maintained and within the rules. One more incident involving you, and you're out. One other thing. Stay away from solitary so long as Connors is in there.
Is that all?
Understood?
Yes, Governor. Now, will that be all?
That's all.
Room service is a bit slow this morning. I reckon it was better up in the town.
You can always arrange to have you sent back there, Connors. Come on, quick as you can.
I hear your insurance company's got a big payout check on the way. Property damage, was it? Thanks. Good job all my boys had alibis. I'd hate you to think they had anything to do with it.
You just worry about your court appearance, Connors. It's this afternoon. We'll have plenty of time to talk once you've been sentenced.
Morning.
Oh, yes, can I help you?
Max Purvis. I'm here to see my client, Rita Connors.
Yes, well, you'll have to sign in over there, Mr. Purvis, and I must check that briefcase and the bag.
Fine. It's an outfit for my client to wear in court.
Ah. Bit upmarket for her, isn't it?
I hardly think that's any of your business.
Then I'm sure you will understand that due to security, we have to check these bags very carefully.
I'll take over, Joan. Mr. Purvis. I'm Mrs. Morris. I spoke to you yesterday when you called in.
Ah, hello.
Hello. Yes, we have tightened up security. I'm afraid everything will have to be checked.
Go right ahead.
Oh, no, what I meant
What does he think I'll be going as anyway? Alice in bloody Wonderland.
Oh, quite an improvement, if you ask me.
No one did.
Almost mistook you for a human being there for a minute.
Oh, Rita, don't.
Well, you'll be hanging up those filthy rags of yours when you get back. You'll be in the blue denim like the rest of them. You know, one of the crowd, same as everyone else.
Have you heard about Connor's boyfriend?
No.
He was killed this morning in a fight. Apparently, it was triggered off by someone setting fire to their bike shed.
Already told you I don't know anything about that fire.
Connors was very upset when she found out. She just might go looking for revenge.
Look, if you think you can frighten...
Joan, I am simply asking you to stay away from her.
Well, Connors, come on, let's not waste any time. Get over here. Miss Hagan, suppose you're feeling like a cup of coffee?
Yes,
Well, you go right through and grab one and then come back here. I've still got to organise Pringle.
If you're sure.
I'm sure. Now, see that Cox gets these, will you? They've been checked.
Okay.
Well, 3 years, eh? That solicitor of yours must have found a really good barrister to keep it down to 3. Still, plenty of time to get to know one another. And we'll even give you a nice, clean uniform, Connors. Don't want you looking like some scum bikie. Now, let's get this induction over and done with, eh? Your name is Rita Connors. Answer yes or no. I said yes or no.
Yes!
And you've been sentenced to 3 years with a minimum non-parole period of 18 months. Well, Connors, seeing as how you've been so cooperative, I'm going to make you a little promise. You can rely on me to forget all about that 18 months, because you're going to serve every day of 3 years.
I understand you like to team up with inmates.
What are you talking about?
Teamwork between you and me.
To do what?
To get rid of Lou Kelly.
Okay, Walter, speak your piece and be quick about it.
Well, I think you should know this hunger strike's the beginning of the end for Kelly. She's gone too far and she knows it.
So, she wouldn't be the first top dog to come tumbling down?
You're missing the point, Miss Ferguson. Kelly's a fool. And a fool with power and in a panic is a dangerous animal.
What are you talking about?
It's just that when she goes for the tumble, she won't care who she takes with her, even you.
Watch yourself, Wilder.
I'm trying to help. I'll make sure she doesn't set you up. We can be organised to step in and take over.
What makes you think you'd be any better than Kelly?
Because I'm not a fool. I realise I probably couldn't do it alone. But together, we could take on anyone, including the governor. The sky's the limit. But we can't wait. We have to help Kelly on her way and make sure she doesn't take anyone else with her.
Right, if I decide that you are next in line, understand this. I call the shots. I will decide how and when to get rid of Kelly and who goes with her.
You can't afford to wait too long. Everything's on the boil out there.
Well, you have until the morning to give me something to work with.
Patterson's escape route be enough. That sort of information should embarrass the governor.
It'll do for a start.
Good. You'll have it.
Keep it up, Kelly. You're getting real close to a smack in the mouth.
Well, we are a happy little bunch today, aren't we? Come on, Wilder, the governor wants to see you. Get out.
Where do you think you're going? I'm just looking for more dirty stuff.
What's the good of being the phantom lagger if you don't have good information?
What?
That's right. You just struck again.
Hope you're not playing games with me, Wilder.
Oh, I've been playing games for weeks. But not with you. With those stupid bitches. Especially Kelly, and I've loved every minute of it.
Well, you took a hell of a risk. All right, now I'm prepared to take a few with you.
Good. You should be grateful to me. I saved your life, Miss Ferguson.
Who put me in there?
Like I said in the note, Kelly, with Lurch supplying the muscle power.
Yeah, what about that alibi that Kelly was with Patterson?
It's easy. Patterson hates pain. Kelly made her say it.
Well done.